some tears of joy. It was like the joy, not so much sadness. That relief.
Exactly.
That it worked out for Uncle Frank.
Yeah, exactly. I get it. I cried when I wrote it.
You must have been crying the whole time. Alan, let me ask you, how did you know Paul was the perfect Uncle Frank?
There's a movie Paul made called Journey's End. Am I getting that title right?
You are. It's Journey's End.
And he plays a character of such fundamental decency and dignity and kindness in the face of war, the insanity of war. And I thought, I've always been a big fan of Paul's and all the work that he's done over the years, but I thought that's a quality that would really work for Frank. And so we sent the script to his agents, and he read it, and he got on the phone with me, and it became clear to both of us, I think, during that phone call, that we had personal connections to the material, that the story spoke to us in exactly the same way, and that we would probably be wanting to make the exact same kind of movie. And so we offered him the role, and he said yes. And but then when we were doing prep in Wilmington, North Carolina, and the director of photography was doing camera tests, I remember he took a photo of Paul in costume with his glasses and his mustache and smoking a cigarette. And I just saw Frank. And I said, that's him. That's him right there. And now I can't imagine anybody else in the world ever playing this role.
I agree. And for you, Paul, what scene, because you had all sorts of scenes and emotional and happy, but which scene was the one that you knew was going to take a lot out of you?
Oh, there are a few, but I would say the scene at the graveyard, because I mean, there is a toll knowing that scene's coming up, right? Because you know that the scene at the graveyard, if you're bad in it, they can't cut it out because it's the scene, the denouement of the movie. So you kind of feel this day coming up when it's gonna, and you really want to be ready for it. And it's a strange thing. Sometimes you wake up in the morning, you think, I'm not in the place, and you strive to get there, and then sometimes you're lucky and you wake up and you feel malleable and fleet and ready to go there. And I woke up in a creative space, but I turned up on set, and I luckily had they were ready to shoot the wide shot, big wide shot, because the light was just perfect, and the DP was super excited about what was happening with the sun. And I turned up on set, and I saw them all the way over there, and Alan came up and he went, yeah, we're coming in for a close-up, forget it. So I had a director who was really an empath and was aware of what was going on and saw that I was ready to shoot the meat of the scene, the close-up, and so we started there, and we shot the close-up, which is not very traditional, shoot the close-up and then go to the mid-shots and then back out to the wide shot, and then we had other scenes to shoot, but he also was able to realize that I was done for the day. that was one.
He was done. He showed up and he was there, and we shot him, and then he was done.
And he was like, send him home.
That scene will get the viewers there where I was when I watched it, crying. Well, thank you so much, guys, for the story, for the film, and people are gonna love the story. I'm pretty sure of that.
Thank you so much, Nancy.
You're welcome.
It's such a pleasure talking to you.
Likewise, thank you. Bye-bye.
Be safe.
Bye.
Thank you, you too.